My name is Christi Demuth, and I'm a resident of Kauai and a registered voter. It's the first time I've spoken in this building, and I'm a little nervous. But I'd like to thank you all so much for all the hard work that you put into this. And I just here to ask that the committee pass this bill out to the full council tonight. And there has been more than enough time for the committee to do its homework in regards to defining the wording and the buffer zones and disclosure. What is deeply concerning is that the impact to the people, the environment, and wildlife from these cultivation practices of the biotech industry is not unknown. Excuse me, is not unknown in other places around the world, Argentina being one of many where these corporations have had major environmental health and impacts to the area. In addition to the restricted use pesticides found at Waimea Canyon Middle School, the unexplained sea urchin die-offs in which no one tested for pesticide exposure, and a class action lawsuit by the citizens of Waimea, there are dire symptoms that something is very wrong on Kauai. To postpone any further study is jeopardizing the future of the island and its people, and saying that an EIS or a moratorium has not been triggered is a yet. Why would we wait for a yet? The state of Hawaii already has a Superfund site that is 3,000 acres due to pesticides and is still under remediation by the EPA, and it serves as a reminder to the entire world that industrial agriculture has big impacts on our planet and the health of our communities. The state has tried for 10 years to get pesticide regulation, and it has failed miserably, in my opinion. Passing this to the state now should not be an option for Kauai. I heard today council members state that they supported voluntary compliance and that they had read the comments on the press release of the governor on Facebook. Well, I say yes, we are dismayed, and we believe that the governor, who has received over $34,000 from these corporations and lobbyists, and an additional $23,000 from the wives and children of these lobbyists, that he is trying to kill this bill. So I'd like to say that it must be said that stakeholders are the people that are the truly ones affected. And I respectfully submit to the council that the entire island of Kauai is infected, not just the west side, but the tourists who visit here. Some more than others, but I spend many weekends on the west side, and the only salt that I eat or cook with is from the salt pond. Saying that the community is divided is not really correct, because the majority of the island supports this reasonable bill. So I'm asking you, and I could go on, I've been called every name in the book, and yes, they have been no aloha on both sides, but I'm asking you now that this is your kuleana, and I ask you to pass this bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Next speaker is Lisa.